I've seen people who were supposed to be fully expressive become shadows of themselves. People with gifts, people with ideas, people that have solutions, people with dreams. Somehow they hide. Like they hide. Then you just wonder why. However, if you observe very well, the reason is not far-fetched. Honestly, it's not. The reason is fear. I mean, fear. This time around, I'm not talking about a kind of fear that honors God or that reverences God. When you're talking about godly fear, it means, okay, you honor God, you respect Him, you submit to Him, right? But this is a kind of fear that hides everything God has deposited in you. Does that sound honorable? I thought as much. That's not honorable. That is so painful. That is the reality of so many people. Fear. They keep hiding. They just have the idea. They know there is that solution in them. They know they have it, but they are not moving further. They are not proceeding forward. They just stay there with the idea, with the solution, with those things God has put into them. Okay, just imagine you created something and it refused to fulfill the purpose for which it was created. How will you feel? Two things will likely happen. First, there will be disappointment because what was designed to solve a problem is refusing to show up. Second, there will be loss because people were supposed to benefit from that thing. Never will. They won't. Just think about that for a second. That is sad, right? That is disheartening. That is terrible. That's actually bad. Okay, let me ask you something. How did you get to that point where your aspirations, your dreams, those big ideas became invalid or turned to fear? Like, how did you get there? How? Your reasons may sound valid. They may even sound very reasonable. Honestly, living that way is not the best. As a child, I was very bold. I mean, very bold. I was confident, I was free, I was very expressive, and all of that. But as I grew older, I just noticed something changed. I started playing small. I would evaluate things and evaluate and evaluate. I will analyze and analyze situations to the extent that making decisions, let's just. Now, don't get me wrong. It's good to evaluate. It's good to analyze. It's good to be strategic. It's good to be all of that. But there are extremes. You can get to that extreme part that you will analyze, you will overanalyze, and that decision will disappear just from your analysis. I found myself asking, how did I get here? How did I get here? What happened? When did I begin to change little by little without even noticing it? Like, what happened? What exactly happened? And after sitting with those questions, I found my answer. Yes. Fear. 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 Fear that came in disguised as protection. Fear that came in from people. Fear that came in from environment. Fear that came in from places that were supposed to feel safe. Home, church, school, your circle. Little by little, little by little, I began to change into another version. What's funny is that the same places I mentioned can bring the best out of some people and suppress the best in others. Choice matters. You need to pause and ask yourself. Just pause. Ask yourself, am I really expressive? Or have I just simply learned to survive? And think about a child. Children does not need permission to be expressive. Nah. They sing loudly. They ask questions. They dream without limitation. They dance when music comes on. They don't ask for permission to do so many things. They are just themselves. They don't spend hours wondering what people think. They just show up. That's it. And the truth is, we were once like that. Or most of us were once like that. But somehow, along the journey of life, we just learn to play smaller. We just learn to become smaller. We learn to become afraid. Little by little, we lose our freedom of expression. This message, this video, this episode, whatever you can call it, is for that person who is afraid to move. The person who has allowed fear to become a lifestyle. It's for that person who has had to shrink every time. You can't stay there forever. And I need you to hear this loud and clear. Your playing small does not serve the word. It doesn't. It doesn't make anybody better. It doesn't make anybody wiser. It doesn't make anybody feel good. It doesn't. And if anybody has lied to you, maybe you looking that way or you behaving that way, they love it. It's a lie. It is a lie. Yes, they are lying. If you've ever paused long enough to look at creation, you will discover something about God. God is very expressive. God is fully expressive. Look at the diversity of creation. Look at the colors. Look at the creativity. God is expressive. Look at the uniqueness of every person. Come on. And it does not expect less from you. It doesn't. I promise you. It does not expect less from you. A child of God? Oh God. It doesn't expect less from you. So I beg of you, take that step. And that first step is awareness. If you're not aware that you're like that, that's why I ask you to pause and ask yourself, are you really expressive? If you just think like, okay, you are living well. Are you living well or you are just trying to survive? Are you really expressive, like fully expressive? Think back when you were a child, how do you act? Now that you are getting older, how are you acting? The expression part. Who are you? Where have you become smaller than who you truly are? What have you stopped doing because of fear? What? You cannot change what you refuse to acknowledge. Honestly, awareness is important. So the next thing you need to do is to take action. You need to take action. You need to move. You know, so I not say confidence. Because confidence usually comes after movement, not before it. You know that word, I need to be ready. You are waiting to be ready. There's nothing like that. You just need to move, honestly. It is in doing that you become confident. It is in doing that you have more assurance. It is in doing that your faith level will rise. And I know that you've heard it over and over again. Just start. Just start. And now it's like you are very used to that word. I promise you, that's the best advice you will ever receive. It's the best you will ever receive. Or let me put it this way for you. Start and keep trusting God every step you take. Years from now, you'll be glad you started. You'll be grateful you took the step. You'll be grateful you did not stay hidden forever. Because you cannot shrink forever. It isn't healthy and certainly it is not God's best for you. So today, take this message and run with it. Take the step. Send the application. Use your voice. Share that content. Lead the meeting. Just do it. Be expressive. Express yourself. Start and trust God with your steps. Trust Him with every step you take. Trusting Him means you need to pray. Pray about everything and anything. Pray about it. Study His word. So you know that it is Him that is leading you. Because now you know what His will is through His word. You know what His will is in place of prayer. Then you can fully be expressive the way He wants you to be. The world does not need a smaller version of you, honestly. And as we wrap to this episode, I want to leave you with this. Are you ready? You were not created to hide. You were not created to shrink. You were not created to spend your life wondering what if. You were created to express the ideas, gifts, purpose, and light that God has put inside of you. So stop playing small. Show up, shine, be expressive. Be very expressive. If this episode blessed you, share it with someone, share it with a friend, share it with a colleague, share it with an enemy, share it with a neighbor, share it on your status, share it on your social media handles. Just share it everywhere. Share it with someone that you know needs this conversation. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and continue to follow us. Thank you so much. Till I come your way again, keep living balanced. Bye.